Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Enhanced Edition, Darkness over Daggerford. I believe there were... I'm thinking back to it. So first of all, I did get... Strange fella, that Yentai. Sets himself up in the dingiest shack in Gillian's Hill and says he's open for business without even trying to pretty the place up first. Huh, wonder if he's not planning on staying. I did actually ask someone on the Steam forums, and it took a while for me to get a response, but I believe it's in the... Is it the Eastern Farmlands? Or the Brush of Barbs? Did I ever go to the Lonely Barrens? Which map is this? Oh, this is the right one. So... if I come here, I want to check something in here because there may be an oddly specific quest solution that I may not have full access to. I never checked the tents at the Wild Elves Cat. Tent's contents have been removed, but the Bard's tent. Petrello.
Hi there.
Greetings, friend. I'm Petrello the Magnificent, court composer for Queen Kylina Moonglow. If you're so important to her, why is the tribe left without you? You clearly underestimate my importance to her. She'll be ensuring the way is safe before sending an escort for me. Maybe a giant eagle to carry me safely to her court. Kylina's official title is chieftain, not queen. She's a queen so far as I am concerned. Is she not lovely? I have dedicated entire operettas to her. Might I see one of these operettas? I'm afraid they are all still in my head. You see, I'm not particularly good at transposing music to paper. I'm not what you might call classically trained. Strange, then, that you were reading some sheet music when I entered. Oh, this little thing. Why, I just picked this up while strolling through the woods. It was caught in the afternoon breeze and sort of landed in my hands. It's as if it was fated to come into my care. The music is quite good, you know. Listen, if that piece of music is the one I think it is, it's extremely valuable to a certain collector back in Daggerford. Oh, really? And just how many gold coins is something extremely valuable worth these days, hmm? Petrella rubs his hands together greedily. How much do you want for it, Petrella? Ooh, I think 100 gold pieces should be adequate. Oh, sure, here. And here's your sheet music. I no longer have need of it, as it's been transposed to memory. It begins with da-da-da-dee-da-da. No, that's not right. Wait. Oh, yes. It starts off slow with woodwinds. Da-da-da-dee-da-dum-dee-da-dum. Oh, no, that's definitely not it. Oh, heavens. Best of luck to you, Petrello. Okay. So I'm not screwed if I did that for quest already. Coincidentally, the person on the forum was like, just pickpocket it. I was like, that would be weird if that was the only solution. Let's see. So our only mystery here remaining, and I think this is going to be where it is how we get over to that tower. Because the Maze Walker Chalice was in that cave. The sheet music was in there. That's just a waterfall, right? Right. So it does appear to be impassable here. Path westward, path southward. What if I double check in here, in Rue's cave? There's another fissure here, but I think these are just where the rats came out. Okay. I don't think you even can level up high enough to get fly, even if it's in this game. I don't think the river has anything to do with it. Bad times by the river. I confess that I'm a sinner. I don't know the actual full words of that song. Right, this is the river that was being blocked off by the wild elves.
Yes. Is there something?
Yeah, you're fine. Can't go there. I wonder if I might have missed something then. At some point. But I don't think anyone actually has mentioned that tower. Oh yeah, there's this camp that's abandoned now. Nothing here. Huh. Does anyone live in the eastern farmlands? I forget. Churglow cheeses. Right. I never checked up on this guy. Because someone was dispatched here to help Fernd, right?
Hi, yes. What?
You're the one who slew that creature in my cellar, aren't you? Indeed, I slew the evil slod who lived in your cellar. Oh, I really don't know how to thank you. On my modest miller's wages, I'm afraid I can't offer much of a reward. Perhaps Maravina might be able to help some in that regard. Maravina provide me reward enough. Thank you, Fernd, and good luck to you. Okay. You don't have anything to say about it. Did I go into the mill proper? Granary holds nothing of interest save musty sacks of flour and a large family of mice. So, oh wait, what the heck is up here? I don't think I actually went into this cave, did I? Or was this a bear cave? Mogdor's chest. Oh, yeah, okay. I definitely did that. I don't know why the container is still there, though. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what is it then? Come to gawk at the poor dairy farmers tending their cows. This halfling moves about his daily chores at an intentionally slow pace, as if expecting others to take up the slack. Not gawking, I'm just having a look around this part of the country. A tourist then, eh? Even worse. I prefer the gawkers, even as they don't stick around for very long. I suppose you're wanting me to fill you in on all our quaint local customs and give you samples of our wares, right? Think you don't like being a dairy farmer? Like it. What's there to like about wiping dung off your shoes or yanking on a cow's teat at 4 in the morning? Well, there's the security of managing and tilling your own fields. Security? Why, I've seen more bandits in the past week than most city folks see in a lifetime. Oh, when you put it that way, I see what you mean. Which is why I'm aiming to get out of the dairy business altogether. I want to raise beef cattle. No milking necessary, and if one gets on your nerves, you just slaughter the thing and sell it if it's a meat. So, what's stopping you? My mother, Millie Churglow. Churlgo. She runs the family business, Churlgo Cheese, and isn't the least bit interested in the beef trade. Maybe you should go talk some sense into her. She's inside the Churlgo's homestead. Perhaps I'll do just that. The Great Cheese Caper.
Cheese. We gnomes simply love cheese. In moderation. I bid you hello.
Hello, traveler. My name is Millie Churlgo. Perhaps you've heard of our brand, Churlgo Cheese. Try a sample on the desk beside me and tell me what you think. This halfling woman has a pleasant voice and demeanor. From the way others respond to her commands, you surmise she's the family matriarch. Hello, Millie. I believe I met your son tending your dairy cows outside. Porto? Yes, he and Eustacia have a number of chores to get through today. Whatever you think of us personally, we Chirlgos will never be called indolent. We value hard work above all else. Son Porto doesn't seem a particularly motivated dairy farmer. Porto is ambitious. He thinks we should make the switch to raising beef cattle as the dairy business is becoming more cutthroat and unprofitable by the day. Cheese is a staple of the local diet. Beef is more of a luxury item, which is precisely what I keep telling Porto. Also, Chirlgo cheese is still the preferred brand for more discriminating customers. If you sample some of our product on the desk beside me, you'll see what I mean. Has your family lived here long? Why do you ask? I'm just curious. Well, I hope you'll forgive me when I say we prefer to keep our family's origins a secret. I find a bit of mystery helps add to the Chirlgo brand's mystique. Now, is there anything I can help you with? Is he right? Half right. The competition from other farms is growing steadily. However, we're still the preferred brand for more discriminating... Okay. Just curious. Has your family been in the cheese trade long? Oh, yes. For as long as any living Chirlgo can remember. I think it was my great-great-grandfather, Gareth, who first took the business as his primary occupation. Before that, we Chirlgos farmed grains, mostly. Porto would have us return to grain farming or something even more profitable, like raising beef cattle. He feels dairy farming... Yeah. I agree with Porto. There's more money to be made in raising beef cattle. Talk about common dairy products sold in any market. Perhaps I will. This is sketchy. Chirlgo cheese sample. This cheese tastes rubbery and smells like an old sock. You fight back a gag reflex. This cheese tastes sweet and is runny. The consistency of snail slime. Lovely. The cheese tastes salty and is crumbly. Ugh, that's not very good.
Bid you hello.
Hello again, traveler. Please sample our latest batch of Chirlgo cheese on the desk beside me and tell me what you think. I tried some, Millie, and it was, shall we say, underwhelming. Oh dear, oh my, I'm so very, very sorry. Those confounded bandits are going to be the death of me. How do bandits affect the quality of your cheese? Well, I'm loath to admit it, we've been forced to cut back on the quality of some ingredients. Frequent bandit raids are driving us, or close to driving us out of business. What's the trouble you're having with bandits? We deliver our cheeses to a distributor in Gillings Hill. He, in turn, circulates them to the various vendors who carry our brand. But lately, more and more shipments are coming under attack from local bandits. Maybe I can lend a hand in guarding your next shipment? Oh, would you? That would be marvelous. Let me call in Porto from the fields and give him the good news. Wait as she calls through the nearby window and shouts through the nearby window and calls to Porto, who's working outside. Porto, come inside a moment, will you? Ah, here he is. From Porto's dour expression, you sense he's none too pleased about the interruption to his chores. This elven woman bothering you, Mother? You want me to toss her out on her ear? This elf doesn't like... No. Your mother and I were just discussing your family's bandit troubles. The Chirlgos don't need any help, particularly from some wet-behind-the-ears adventurer who'll only slow us down. Wet behind the ears, eh? I've been called some names in my time, but that's a new one. That's enough, Porto. You'll do as I say, for this family cannot stand to lose another shipment of Chirlgo cheese to those horrible bandits. The wagon leaves whenever the two of you are ready. Ready to leave now. Did you hear that noise? Yeah. Don't just stand there with your tongue hanging out like the village idiot. Make yourself useful. Go investigate. Oh dear. We weren't expecting no guards. Uh-oh, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, that's a fair idea. Ha! Never mind that little one. Kill her instead. To be fair, whoever kills me is extremely rich.
I will see you dead.
But also, you're just run-of-the-mill bandits. So, goodbye. Wow, you're actually hurting pretty bad. Burfin!
I will see you
Let's see, the leader had a whip +2. Money. A note to a bandit leader and a scroll of magic missile level 1? Ew. This note reads, as per our agreement, simply escort the halfling and his cart to Gillian's Hill. If there's any trouble, improvise. My guy? Where is he? Like, I know he ran off. He didn't die and leave me soft-locked, did he? No, everyone was attacking the bandit thugs. Reagan, bandit thug. Yeah, what the heck? Oh, am I supposed to read it when it's in my inventory? Hang on. I think I actually... Yeah, I just push on and I'll find the... do I have to find, like, a really specific click box? My quick save is all the way back there. This guy hiding out on this side of the river, maybe? I'm supposed to go backwards. Let's see if a save and a load is what's needed here. Is the wagon supposed to get busted, maybe? It would suck if this quest is broken because it actually leads into me meeting another character. This is just a test. I don't prefer this to be the solution.
It's of no use. shot. My weapon is of no use.
Huh. Alright, now we know that that quest seems to be broken. So I guess we can at least just go do something else then. There's also the mausoleum, and I was like, oh, we would just be breaking into that for no reason. I also, of course... Oh, geez. Because tab was held down. I'm starting to think that this game is kind of held together with toothpicks and chewed gum. Which, you know, I'm fine with that. I mean, I like jank games, but I did not expect that to be broken when this is a, like, official paid DLC for Enhanced Edition.
Hi there.
Song of Breaking. Never actually looked at that. This piece of music was written by a young composer from Silvery Moon who, in his love for an elven noblewoman went unrequited, penned the work in a fit of despair. If the legends surrounding the music are to be believed, the moment after the youth put the final note to paper, he fell dead on the floor. To this day, it's believed that if anyone hears the work played out in its entirety, they'll suffer the same fate as the young elven composer. Circle of death once per day. Huh. Alright, we want to go to the same farmlands map. And break into the mausoleum because, you know what? We're adventurers. You know? It's just kind of what we do. There are a couple of other doors there. I do still think the burial totem will be in that tower. However we get to it. Alright, so let's head on in here. Specific key. Not terribly surprising. Actually, let's just go into the main one for now. Oops. Funeral Director's Log. This appears to be a record of those recently buried by the proprietor of this funeral home. Most recent listing reads as follows. The remains of Elveron Brickett, ordered by Muriel Brickett, buried in the Brickett family crypt, cost of services 500 gold pieces. Morris.
Welcome, friend.
Can I help you with something? Please be aware that I am quite busy at the moment.
This pale, gaunt-looking fellow seems extremely agitated, with beads of sweat streaming down both sides of his face. Are you alright, sir? You look a bit flustered.
Flustered? No, not as such. Well, perhaps I am a bit out of sorts, you might say. Why do you ask?
Care to tell me what's bothering you? Perhaps I can be of some assistance.
I suppose I could relate to you the cause of my distress, as everyone from here to Daggerford will soon know of my failure.
He speaks that last word under his breath, as if afraid to hear it said aloud, even from his own lips. Please continue, sir. I'm listening.
My name is Morris Olgrund, and for as long as memory serves, I have cared for the dead. It is sort of the Olgrund family business, you might say, passed from father to son over generations. Up until now, our reputation for burying Daggerford's deceased in an appropriate fashion has been spotless.
So you're Undertaker, then?
Yes, it is a strange occupation, I'll grant you that. But I actually enjoy caring for the dead. They're so predictable, and hence so dependable. All the stress of my job comes from dealing with the living. When I tell the poor family what has happened, they'll never forgive me.
You lost the headstone?
Were it only so simple. Something that simple. No, my friend, the situation is far more dire and unsettling. I seem to have, well, misplaced a body that was left in my care.
Morris wrings his hand in frustration. How does one lose a corpse exactly?
No, you misunderstand. The body of Old Man Bricket was successfully interred in the Bricket family tomb according to local custom. It was after the ceremony that the body disappeared.
Grave robbers?
Yes, that did seem the most likely scenario, with the crypt door thrown wide open as it was. However, close examination of the door shows it was open from the inside, with lock and hinges still intact.
That is a mite strange, Morris.
I'm baffled, to be honest. I mean, corpses don't just get up and leave the family crypt. And what about the poor fellow's kindly sisters? What if they come by the cemetery to visit their old dear brother's remains?
You want me to try and locate the body?
Could you? I'd hunt the body down myself, but my duties here preclude my traipsing around the countryside in search of a missing cadaver.
I'm used to traipsing the countryside, Morris. I can do it for you. However, I'll need to ask you a few questions before I go.
I'll answer whatever questions I can if it will aid your investigation.
Where does Old Man Bricket's family reside?
Elveron Bricket had two sisters, Muriel and Alicine. They were both kindly, loving souls who chose to remain in the Bricket homestead, which lies in the farmlands west of Daggerford. What other questions do you have?
Will there be a reward for securing Old Man Bricket's corpse?
Yes, I'd be willing to give you some gold from the chapel's coffers. How much do adventurers like yourself typically charge for this sort of thing?
Well, this case is a bit different from those I'm accustomed to, so I'd say 500 gold pieces would be adequate.
Well, that sounds like an awful lot of money, but I guess I don't really have much choice. I'll pay you the full amount when you've returned the corpse to my care. Now, do you have any other questions for me?
What if Old Man Bricket has entered the realm of the undead?
This situation does make one think of necromancy, a practice we servants of Lord Kellamform find most distasteful. If the specter of undeath has risen up to take Old Man Bricket, we may be forced to slay the abomination, sending the poor fellow to the grave a second time.
Alright, I have no more questions. I'll begin hunting down the corpse at once.
One more thing. In case Old Man Bricket has been raised by a practitioner of dark arts, it may aid you to have some holy water on hand. Take this bottle, and if necessary, empty its contents on the corpse of Old Man Bricket. This will commit his soul to the care of Lord Kellamfor, where it belongs.
Thank you. I'll return as soon as I've located the body. Let's see. There was the house that was having a party. A sarcophagus. 21 GP. An awful smell emanates from this bottle.
Saying goes, take 2 coins off the eyes of the dead, and you'll have 2 lifetimes worth of bad luck.
This corpse is white, tinged with the faintest hint of bluish purple around the eyes and lips. Yeah, I'll take the coins. 1 point towards each. It's fine. It's fine. One evil act does not make a person evil. And one good act does not make a person good. So that would be this crypt here. Door seems to have been forced open from the inside. His footprints lead toward the crypt door. The inscription on the coffin reads, "Whose home was at his country house, but whose heart lay in the forest." The coffin lid appears to have been recently opened. Oh, this is going to be that cave that nothing was in before. This one is going to go slightly over because this should be a fairly simple quest. Maximilian Bricket House. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. They were setting up for a party. Celebrating his life, maybe?
Strange that this Elverone fellow's sisters would throw a party so soon after his demise.
I greet you.
Oh, hello. You must be a friend of Alicine's. I don't believe we've met. My name is Muriel. Welcome to the Bricket family homestead. This plump, jolly woman seems to be enjoying herself beyond measure. You're on urgent business for... no. That's right, I'm an old friend. I bet you're that woman from Bowshot that Elisine has been exchanging letters with since childhood. How very nice to meet you at last. I am Elisine's sister, Muriel, and I will do whatever I can to make your stay here a pleasant one. Here, have a bite of this elvish seed cake. It's quite good and is said to have healing properties. Elvish seed cake? What a kind sentiment. Oh, how kind of you to say this so. We do try to make our guests feel welcome, and on occasion there is reason to celebrate after all. That's the reason for the party. Your dear sister didn't care to elaborate in her last letter to me. Oh, Alice must have wanted to surprise you with the news when you arrived. Well, I see no reason to keep you in suspense a moment longer. Elverone Bricket, our cruel and abhorrent brother, is dead. Well, as bad as Elverone was, I'm afraid it feels a bit strange attending a party to celebrate his demise. Yes, I understand. It is a tad disrespectful, but under the circumstances it seemed the right thing to do. Elverone was such a horrid beast in life that all who knew him now feel the need to raise a toast to his passing. Well, I didn't have the opportunity to meet Elverone when he was alive. Perhaps he was as cruel as you say. Indeed, I hate to admit feeling giddy at the prospect of life outside Elverone's vile shadow. Come, let me tell Alicine you've arrived. Oh, Alicine, dear! Oh, you don't need to bother her. I'm sure she's busy entertaining the other guests. Nonsense! She always loved receiving your letters. I'm sure she'll be very happy to see you. Yes, sister? Did you call for me? Alicine, this is your pen pal from Bowshot. What did you say your name was again? I didn't, exactly. Sancha? But you're not Sancha. What? You mean a complete stranger has crashed our party and tried to impersonate a dear friend of the family? Who are you to come barging into our house uninvited? Someone who's wondering why a fellow sisters would throw a party after he's dead. Muriel, is this woman bothering you? I'm just curious why Elverone Bricket's sisters are in such a joyous mood so soon after his death. Oh, is that all? Listen, stranger, we Brickets are not accustomed to speaking with outsiders who know so little of our family's customs and traditions. So I would ask that you leave here at once while my sister and I retire to our rooms so we might avoid making a scene in front of our guests. Seems I struck a nerve.
I bid you hello.
I greet you.
Oh, you again! I was just cleaning some dead branches off the windowsill. I do collect here so. I suppose it's time I saw to my guests. I trust you'll show yourself out, and would also ask that you do not dawdle up here long. I swear you saw something shiny with the pile of branches Muriel cleared off the windowsill. And there was a thud. Oh, you startled me. I was just organizing a few old papers while awaiting your departure. Since it seems you will not leave, I suppose I shall return to the party and entertain my guests. I ask you to follow me down, as I don't trust strangers wandering the upstairs hall without supervision. What Alicine described as old paper sounded very much like the thud of a thick, hardbound book. So there's something outside. And there's a book in that chest in her room. And this chest has a silver ring and an amethyst. A little bit of gold. And there's a loose floorboard in there. Man, these two are hiding all sorts of secrets. Alicine's journal. Across the top of this perfumed journal, written in a flowery prose, is the name Alicine Bricket. Most of the entries describe her ongoing feud with her brother Elverone over management of the family estate and the repayment of various long-standing debts. However, one recent entry catches your eye that specifically mentions Elverone's death and recent funeral. I've got it! Elverone's necklace is mine, the thing I've longed for since it first came into his possession. I don't believe anyone saw me either. I merely bent down over his coffin to give him a farewell kiss and slipped it in a fold in my dress. I really can be a proficient pickpocket when the need is great. Oh, the bliss I now feel is indescribable. I think I've managed to take from him in death is the only thing he valued so much in life. It's only I need morsel of revenge I can nibble on daily until I too am committed to that musty old tomb. You deserve far worse than this Elveron bricket, but this will have to do for now. Interesting. That's my pickpocket. Nothing? It's flat 0. A locked room. This have been Elveron's old room. And the floorboard. Tattered leather-bound book and a key. The key to the bricket basement. And Elveron's journal. Written at the top of this leather-bound tome in rough, barely legible hand are the words Elveron's journal. From the contents, you surmise this to be the last of a series of journals kept by the late Elveron Bricket. Of the entries you can make out, most detail has increasing conflicts with his two sisters, Muriel and Alicine, who he describes as money-grubbing loafers and unworthy of bearing the name Bricket. Some entries even hint at plotting by Muriel and Alicine to undercut his authority. However, not all of the entries deal with his scheming sisters. One entry in particular shows a more poignant side to Elveron Bricket as he mourns the failed outcome of a youthful relationship. When shall it end, this pain I feel? I'm cursed, it seems, to think upon her loveliness for the rest of my days and beyond. I can still see her face ringed with sunlight as her jade-colored eyes met mine for the very first time. Ours would have been a joyful union had her father not forbade us from seeing one another. The last day I beheld her face, oh, the pain of it still stings me to the core. She was so lovely, a pure elven maid of the wood. Tears filled her eyes as she gave me the necklace. I vowed to keep it close, and it is a vow I shall take with me to the grave. Oof. Oh, hey, buddy. This corpse's eyes burn red with anger, and its jaws set tight in grim defiance. Are you Elveron Bricket?
Elveron? Who is Elveron?
You are, if you're the gent who just strolled out of the Bricket family tomb.
Bricket? Yes, I know that name. I'm come for the Brickets.
You've come to see your sisters.
Sisters. Death to sisters.
Slow down there, Elveron. Why would you want to kill your sisters?
Murdered me. This old necklace. My necklace. Muriel, the poison in food. Muriel, the bewitcher. Muriel, the deceiver.
I can't continue doing a voice. Alicine, cunning thief, took my necklace. Ah, you've got one messed up family, Elveron. Yes, naughty, evil sisters. Muriel the deceiver, Alicine the thief, must have necklace. So what you really want is the necklace, correct? Yes, yes, bring me the necklace. You'll leave the sisters in peace? Yes, yes, leave in peace, leave with necklace. I'll be back with your necklace then. And I happen to know where it is. Oh, the tracks lead into there. Oh, there's a vial of poison down here. That's... okay. So I can at least poison the sister.
Well, hello.
Be gone from my sight, you adventurer. Go bother Muriel with your meddlesome questions. I'm busy.
I greet you.
I told you before I have no interest in trading barbs with the likes of you. Please show yourself out, or I shall be forced to notify the proper authorities. Perhaps you'd be interested in hearing about a certain guest residing in the basement. In the basement, you say? Why would any of your guests wish to shuffle about this house's dark and musty underbelly? I'll give you a hint. His name's an anagram for Revel None, which is appropriate since the revelry here is about to be cut short. What? But Elveron's dead. Alicine and I both watched him die. He slept on a bit of fish. On a bit of poison fish, you mean. How did you know that? Muriel's typically cheery voice takes on a more sinister and dire tone. I found the vial you tossed out of the upstairs window. My suspicions of poison were confirmed when Elveron explained how he died. It appears you speak the truth. Somehow, against all odds, Elveron Brickett has won. The woman quakes with fear. What is this woman jabbering on about now, Muriel? Shall I summon the militia and tell them how you stole your brother's necklace and are an accomplice to murder? An accomplice to what? I just took the necklace. I mean, he wasn't exactly going to need jewelry where he's going, but I've never harmed a living soul in all my life. Am I hearing this correctly? Elveron has returned from the grave because you stole his necklace. Alicine, how could you? At least I'm not a murderer. What are you going to do now, Muriel? Kill me too? Oh, to think I was happy to see my brother gone. Now I'd do anything to have the two of you trade places. Oh, sister, don't say such things. I only meant to aid our family by say, wait a minute. If we just give Elveron back the necklace, maybe he'd return back to wherever he came from. I believe he would. And here, take the blasted thing. I'm glad to be rid of it, as it's brought me nothing but bad luck. Cross your fingers and hope your brother's in a forgiving mood. Necklace, necklace, bring me the necklace! Rah! Here it is, Elveron. Be at peace and return to the grave where you belong.
I greet you.
To think all the fuss was for some silly little necklace. Being a Brickett can be quite a challenge sometimes. Tell that to Elveron.
Take that!
Are you kidding me? There's no option to kill him? Or to poison him? That's ridiculous. Alright. Great, I've gone for freaking 45, 50 minutes when I meant to go for 30-ish because of the broken quest. Oh well. Old well. Should be able to go back to the mausoleum.
I can carry no more.
Oh, tired. Because it wasn't long enough to camp, I guess. There are fingerprints in the dust on the coffin lid. It looks like someone has moved it recently, but it seems to be shut tight now. Alright, Morris.
Welcome, friend.
You've returned. Have you managed to locate the lost cadaver? I have. Apparently, Elveron Brickett awoke from death to reclaim a necklace taken off his body by his sister, Alicine. You mean to say that kindly old woman robbed her dear brother of one of his most prized possessions? I don't know what to say. You've certainly earned your reward. Here's 500 gold pieces, friend. May it serve you well on your journeys. Goodbye, and good luck to you, Morris. Alright. So next time on Let's Play Darkness Over Daggerford Enhanced Edition, I'm going to make one more attempt at the Cheese Caper. And if that works, we'll start there. And if not, well, we'll go to the Trollbark Forest. See you guys then.